half in 2002 when we were doing Indian Ink, and one of the cast members was reading the biography of Ramanujan called The Man Who Knew Infinity. I remember one of these evenings after the play got over, we were sitting at some bar and saying the story of Ramanujan is fascinating, it's so theatrical. The concept of a guy, an unknown clerk from Tamil Nadu, to come to Cambridge and be discovered in one of the greatest mathematical geniuses of all time, live there, have so many problems in England because of his Brahminical culture and his inability to break scriptures, and also his inability to adjust, also the inability of the British system to embrace a person of that personality and that nature, and the fact that he was from India. He had to face a lot of hardships. His story is not very different from any immigrant story. Generally, people of South Asian origin get much smaller roles in the theatre because most plays are not written with South Asian leading characters. So the whole point of Alter Ego was to provide a space in the Equity Showcase space to provide experience to South Asian actors.
How long have you guys been working on it total, I think, at this point?
Since June.
Since June.
Yeah. The planning sort of began, we wanted to do a play we do, Alter Ego does a play almost every year.
Yeah.
I'd say it's our 5th production. So we found the script and then worked on the cast.
First getting the director and then getting the playwright to agree with the director, and then the auditions, and so it was took a while.
Break. Rig up a longer string on the stage left side and see if this works. Okay, so everybody's on break for what?
It's 5 minutes tops. Don't even leave the room. Well, we're at break 10.
I mean, because the play really tells so many different stories, and there's a lot of different points of view you can take on it. I mean, it could be sort of told as a bio play, and it could be done as a sort of a play about math, and it could be done about a play about racism and culture clash. But really, I think we decided to do a play about the idea of how faith functions in this society. So a lot of it has to do with the fact that there are parallels between Ramanujan's faith in, his Hindu goddess, who's, in our play as a symbol, and then how Hardy and the other mathematicians use mathematics and, academics as that's what they worship. So a lot of the play, at least for me, and the way I interpret it, had to do with the idea of what do we worship, what are we devoted to, what does it mean to have faith?
Yeah.
It was at the back of my mind, and then this year I was looking for a play, and I was looking for a play with a large ensemble cast. And I asked the Lark Play Development Center to send me a few scripts with large casts, and they sent me 5 scripts. And one of the scripts happened to be a script about Ramanujan. So it was completely by luck and providence and fate, which is a lot of what this play is about. In the same manner, I think the play landed in my lap, and it was meant to be. It was